What is going on, everyone? Andrew back again with another video. In today's video, as you guys can see, the MLB owners unanimously voted the Oakland A's to move to Las Vegas. So this is their relocation happening. We've obviously seen all the stuff about the A's, and they're obviously going to move to Vegas at this point. But the owners have officially confirmed this with the unanimous vote, which makes sense, I think, because no one really wants to go to Oakland anyways. So I kind of respect that. If you go to Jeff Passan's article right here, he pretty much lays it out what's going to happen, at least right now. So 2024, they have to play in the Oakland Coliseum. So that is where they're going to play next year for that stuff. This move is not finalized yet with like the legal challenges with the money and stuff that they got to pay and the construction of the actual stadium and all that stuff. So there's still a lot of things that have to get figured out before this is official and they play their first game in Vegas. But yeah, 2024, they're definitely going to be in the Oakland Coliseum, which is kind of sad because they have some really good memories in that stadium, which we're going to talk about a little bit later in this video. A lot of good memories in that stadium, a lot of good World Series wins, a lot of good postseason teams. So it kind of sucks to see them go. It goes on to talk about the whole, situation with the sell the team chant and John Fisher and then Rob Manfred's kind of thoughts on this and stuff like that. This is the article we want to look at, or this is the paragraph we want to look at right here, where it says the Oakland lease expires after 2024, and the team has not yet solidified plans before they play in the Las Vegas stadium, which is going to be ready in 2028. Manfred said extending the lease is an option to the city, which owns half of the stadium. It could be an option. I didn't really think about that, to be honest, because the two rumors right now is they're going to, I guess, do this maybe, and they're going to play it in the Las Vegas, their AAA ballpark in Vegas, which we'll pull up in a minute, or they could play in San Francisco, which I don't think is likely, because San Francisco has denied like everything that has to do with the A's moving, to be honest. Unless the league forces them to play there is the only way I could see them like actually playing there, in my opinion. I think them playing in their AAA ballpark is probably the most likely option, to be honest, because it just makes the most sense, I think, for all the parties. So yeah, the timeline for the A's is going to be really interesting. So 2024, they're going to be in the Oakland Coliseum, right? 2025, 2026, and 2027. As of right now, we have no idea where they're playing. 2028, they will play in their Las Vegas new stadium. So that's the timeline for the Oakland A's right now. So it's going to be pretty interesting. 2028 is going to be a really interesting year with all the stadiums, with the Rays and the Royals being built. And then we got the Oakland, we got the Oakland Stadium. So a lot of things to be excited about heading into 2028. Yeah, if we take a look at their seasons of when they first moved to Oakland, obviously in 1968, they were first moved to Oakland, and the next year they were in the AL West division, and this is when their team started to get really good in that first couple seasons in 69, 70, and 71. And then 72, 73, 74 is when they won those World Series, and they looked like the best team ever with a ton of great players on their rosters. I mean, you look, we got Vita Blue was on this team. I mean, Reggie Jackson was a great player. Catfish Hunter was a great player. Roldy Fingers was a great player. In tennis, I think that's how you pronounce his name, in 72's MVP. But a lot of great teams. This run was pretty impressive throughout, the whole season. I say it's from 69 to 75 when they didn't make the playoffs. This team was really solid overall. And then throughout the next couple years, they start to struggle a little bit, right? They make the playoffs in 81, kind of had a decent squad there. And they obviously have this little stunt here, which was pretty solid. They did win another World Series. Lost two, unfortunately, though. So, not the best, but you have another great stint here with a World Series ring. And then after that is kind of where the modern A's, I think, come into place, where they made the playoffs and kind of got destroyed every single season, which is kind of what we see with all the losses in the in the ALDS and all that stuff. So the modern A's haven't been good. The best A's we've seen is the 2020 A's, who looked really solid. And then 2021 they looked pretty good too. So the A's now are just kind of not really the best, to be honest. So it is what it is. But this team, 9 World Series championships, 15 league pennants, 17 division titles, 29 postseason appearances for the squad. So it's going to be sad to see, they obviously have the Las Vegas thing on this screen soon when that comes in 2028. But yeah, I mean, the Oakland Coliseum has had 4 World Series rings. They've been in 6 World Series in general here. Ton of postseason appearances, ton of games played here. So it is going to be sad to see this go. All the history. I mean, Moneyball was filmed here. A ton of great things happen at the Oakland Coliseum. So this is the Las Vegas ballpark. You can see it on Google Maps right here. It's one of the nicest AAA parks we've seen. It's obviously got the pool out here, which looks really nice. You see it in the photos. But from actual Vegas, it's pretty far out from the Strip. We just have the Strip right here, right? So it's West Vegas, a little north. They fly out of this airport. I'm pretty sure the North Las Vegas airport. But this is the Strip, like all down here. So it's pretty ways away from the Strip. It's like a 20-minute drive from the Strip. Their actual stadium will be somewhere around here. I'm not totally sure where exactly. It seems like it changed all the time. But their Las Vegas ballpark will be nice. Yeah, and this is what the stadium looks like actually inside the stadium. So it's pretty cool. The scoreboard's really nice. The Las Vegas ballpark is pretty cool. The seats, once again, are pretty nice. It's a good ballpark in my opinion, and it looks really solid. So this is a little top-down view of what the stadium actually looks like. Pretty cool overall. This whole like warehouse thing they kind of got run, it kind of reminds me of the Orioles ballpark a little bit that they got over there with Camden Yards. But yeah, it's a pretty solid park. I think they said they would expand this, like the seating capacity here holds about 12K right now, so I think they would definitely expand this. I don't know really where. Somewhere out here they put like a bunch of stands or something, maybe on this roof or something, who really knows, right? But I think they would expand this stadium out a little bit if they actually did play here for a professional team. But they have plenty of parking, as you can tell, out here in this place, so it is a pretty cool site for now, I think, and it'd definitely be cool to have them play here for a little bit instead of having them play in San Francisco, because there would like always be a game in Oracle Park probably every single day if that was the case for 3 years, which would be kind of crazy. But this is one of their potential locations that they could play at. Overall, looking at the A's in general, I mean, their team is obviously not the best, right? They're one of the worst in baseball right now. I think this team will definitely be good when they get their new ballpark in 2028. When we take a look at their roster right here, I mean, it is pretty young, which is a good thing. I mean, we look at some of the guys, like Zach Leoff was a great rookie when he first came in the league. He was so thankful for the opportunity. Tyler Strumson's another one right here who's looked really solid overall, and honestly is really good talent for a young rookie. I mean, we obviously know about Brent Rooker's talent. He was probably their best player all season, to be honest. And then Ruiz had one of the most stolen bases in the sport as a rookie. So there's a lot of really good players here on this team that, you know, are going to be pretty exciting to watch. And in general, I'm pretty excited to see what this team's moving forward. I mean, for their 9 position players, 3 of them are rookies pretty much. So it's pretty impressive overall to see that, which is pretty cool in my opinion. So they get a couple, you know, they start drafting well over the next 5 years. They get some, you know, they get some good pitchers in here in the organization, and they start doing well. I mean, there's definitely a possibility they return to that playoff run. I think 2028 is their kind of year to try to make that run, and I think it could definitely happen, you know, because they didn't really explode the team like they normally do in the trade deadlines. That's interesting too to keep into account. I think if they start drafting well and they actually, you know, can be a decent team with their drafting and their signings, I think they have a good shot to try to win in that 2028 year. But let me know what you guys think about the Oakland A's situation in general. Like, do you think this team's going to win in general when they get to Vegas? What do you think's the next step for this squad? Are you happy with the move? All that stuff, let me know in the comment section down below, because it is pretty interesting, as there's a lot to cover in the Oakland situation, and we're going to probably cover even more of it when there's more news about the team's, you know, ballpark and all that stuff. So if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.